Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Wednesday, the 15th day of July. Here we go. Today's halacha, first let's talk about the 5 things tragically that happened on the day of Tisha B'Av throughout history. The number one biggie is that when the Jewish people sent spies to spy out the land of Israel way back when they were in the desert, they came back with a bad report and cried and said, we don't want to go into the land of Israel and we can't conquer the land of Israel. That was the night of Tisha B'Av. That's what our rabbis tell us, and we know that because that was their attitude on that day, that God said this will always be a night of crying, and that marked the first great tragedy that happened on the night of Tisha B'Av. God announced to the Jewish people that they would stay in the desert for a total of 40 years, and that the entire generation that said that we don't want to go into Israel won't, and they will die out, and their children will go in instead of them. That's sad thing number one that happened on the day of the 9th of Av. Number 2 was the first Beis HaMikdash, the first temple was destroyed. Number 3 was that the second temple was also destroyed on the day of Tisha B'Av. Number 4 is that there was a great city called Beitar where a lot of Jews were living after the destruction, and that city too was captured, and a crushing killing went on in that city with tens of thousands of people dying in the city of Beitar, also on the 9th of Av. And also, this is going to seem weird. It might seem like it doesn't even belong on the list, but number 5 on the list was that at a certain time in our history, the place where the destruction of the temple was plowed over, such that the spot where the destruction of the temple would be sort of invisible forever. And when that was done, the rabbis marked that also as a sad time, because it may not have involved killing the way the others did, but if the 4 great tragedies happened and then it would not even be marked by anyone remembering it, that would be a giant tragedy in and of itself. And so that was the 5th tragedy marked for this day, the 9th of Av. The basic things that we don't do on the 9th of Av are eat, we don't drink, we don't bathe or wash, and also we don't anoint ourselves with creams and stuff like that. We don't wear leather shoes. Married couples do not have marital relations, and we don't learn regular Torah. In other words, not the regular Torah that gives us great happiness, but we will learn laws of mourning, the stories of Tisha B'Av that are in the Gemara, etc. If a woman is nursing a baby or pregnant, then the halacha is that she should. A lot of poskim say that she should try to fast unless she finds it very difficult. If you are listening to this and you are nursing or pregnant, you may want to speak to your rabbi now, plan accordingly, and remember that we're not commemorating the fast this year on the actual 9th of Av, but on the 10th, so it's a pushed off fast, a nidcha, and that sometimes makes for a little bit of leniency. So please discuss, if you're nursing or pregnant, please discuss this with your rabbi so he could coach you on what he thinks you should do on your day for you on the fast of Tisha B'Av this year, which is about a week and a half away. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.